Bonjour, hi! Today I'm going to show you how to make this flower square. Just so you know, I'm using US terms, so if you're using UK terms usually, make sure to use a conversion chart. So the first step is to make the center part. We're going to start with a magic ring and do 8 single crochet into the ring. The next step is to make 2 double crochet in every stitch. So after the second round, you should have 16 double crochet. So you can make a slip stitch and chain 3 and count the chain 3 as a stitch, or make a standing double crochet. I prefer the standing double crochet because I don't know why, I just prefer it, but it's up to you. So if you want to make a standing double crochet, insert your hook into the next stitch. Don't pull too tight, but make a single crochet, and then you're going to insert your hook into the second post right here to make another single crochet. So this is going to count as my first single crochet, my first double crochet. I'm going to make another one to the same stitch, so 2, and 2 double crochet in every stitch. Once you're done with your 16 double crochet, you can slip stitch to close the ring, or make an invisible finish. It's up to you, but make sure that you cut the yarn. I prefer to make an invisible finish. I'm just going to pull through, skip the first stitch, which was my standing double crochet, insert my hook from behind into the second double crochet, pull the yarn, go back to my last double crochet and insert my hook in from behind, always from behind, into the back loop only, and pull the yarn. Next, you pull on the string, not too tight, but just enough to make a beautiful invisible finish. We're done with the middle part. The next step is to make the first row of the flower. So I'm going to use the color that I want, make a normal knot. You have 2 choices here. Either you can join to the center part with a slip stitch and chain 3, or make a standing double crochet. I'm going to make a standing double crochet just because I prefer to do that, but you could definitely just slip stitch and chain 3. So insert your hook, single crochet, single crochet. Next, we're going to make 2 more stitches, 2 more double crochet into the same stitch. So we have 3 because this one counts as the first one. Chain 2, skip the next stitch and make 3 double crochet into the next stitch. And repeat the process all around. So chain 2, skip 1, and 3 double crochet into the next one. Once you went around and you get to your last group of 3 double crochet, you're going to chain 2 and join with a slip stitch to the first double crochet, which is for me a standing double crochet, or it could also be a chain 3. We're going to chain 1 and pull on our yarn. So that's the first row of the flower. The next step is to make the first row of the between stitches right here. So that's where it starts to get a little messy. So using the color that you want, make a normal knot. I highly suggest that you make a standing double crochet to attach your yarn for the next steps, because it makes it's just way easier. So we're going to insert our hook into one of the stitch that we haven't worked in of the center part, and pick up the yarn. Make sure you give a good pull on it and that this string is behind. And finish the single crochet. Next, we're going to insert our hook into the second post of the single crochet. So the first post is here, the second is there, and into the blue to pick up the yarn. So now that we have 3 loops, we go through both loops. So we've attached the background color to the petals. I'm going to do it again because it's a little complicated, but so the next step would be to chain 4, yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch that we haven't worked, not through the petals, just the center part, and make the first half of the double crochet, and then insert your hook through the blue part, pick up the yarn, and finish the double crochet. Make sure that you're always carrying the blue color in front, well, your flower color, sorry. So chain 4, yarn over, insert your hook into this center part, pick up the yarn, make the first half of a double crochet, insert your hook into the blue part, the chain 2 space, sorry, and finish the double crochet. Chain 4, center part, pick up the yarn, first half of the double crochet, insert your hook into the chain 2 space, and finish the double crochet. So repeat this step around the whole center part. Once you've done your last double crochet, chain 4 and join to the first double crochet with a slip stitch. Chain 1 and pull on the loop. We just made the first row of the between stitches. Things get a little bit complicated here because we're going to be working a blue row, then an orange row, one after the other. So we're not carrying the yarn, but we always have 2 strings attached to the project. So now that we've done our first orange row, we're going to make the second blue row. So we're going to find our loop, the loop that we pulled, and put it back on our hook. You can chain 3 or make a standing double crochet as you wish. I'm going to make a standing double crochet. So this counts as our first stitch. We're going to do 2 double crochet into the next stitch. And 1 double crochet into the last stitch. So you should have 4 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chain 2, We're always working in front of the orange yarn, never into it for the blue color. So I'm inserting my hook into the first double crochet and I'm leaving the orange color behind. So one double crochet into the first stitch, 2 double crochet into the second stitch, 1 double crochet into the last stitch, chain 2, and repeat around the whole thing. Once you've reached the orange color, make sure that it's always in front of your work. So I'm going to chain 2 and make sure that it's in front and finish my last blue row. I'm going to chain 2 and join with a slip stitch, chain 1 and pull on the loop. So we've just done the second row of the blue color. We're now up to the second row of the orange color, so we're going to find our loop back and put it on our hook. We're going to make a standing double crochet again, so insert your hook into the double crochet that we did before, pull on it a little bit, make a single crochet, first post, second post right here, insert your hook and into the chain 2 space, pull up a loop and go through both loops. We're also going to make another double crochet into the same stitch. So yarn over, insert your hook, not through the blue, not through the chain 2 space, just into the orange, make half of a double crochet, then into the chain 2 space to finish the double crochet. So I'm going to do that again, but first I'm going to chain 5, so I'm going to insert my hook into the double crochet, make the first half of a double crochet, insert my hook into the chain 2 space, finish the double crochet, and repeat the same thing into the same space. So only into this double crochet and then the chain 2 space to finish it. This allows us to just attach the background color to the petals as we're going. Make sure that the blue yarn is always in front, chain 5, and repeat the same thing by putting 2 double crochet into every space. Once you went all around, you finish with your last 5 chain and join with a slip stitch to the first double crochet. Chain 1 and pull on your hook, on your loop. So we're now up to the third row of the blue color. For the third row of the blue color, what we're going to do is basically the same thing that we've done before. So just take your loop back, make a standing double crochet or a chain 3 as you prefer. This counts as our first stitch. We're going to put 2 double crochet into the next stitch, and 1 double crochet into the next 2 stitches. So you should have 5 double crochet in total. So remember that we're not working into the orange yarn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chain 2. Repeat all around. So 1 double crochet into the first stitch, 2 double crochet into the second stitch, and 1 double crochet into the last 2 stitches. Chain 2. I'm going to finish with my chain 2 and slip stitch to the first double crochet, chain 1, and pull on my loop. So we've now made the 3rd row of the blue color. We're up to the 3rd row of the orange color. We're going to take back our loop. We're always repeating the same thing at every step. We're only adding stitches. So for this row, we're going to make 1 double crochet into the first stitch and 2 double crochet into the second stitch. So we have 3. Chain 6. One double crochet into this first stitch, 2 double crochet into the second stitch. Make sure that you're always carrying the blue yarn in front. Chain 6. One double crochet into the first stitch, 2 double crochet into the second stitch. So repeat the same thing around. We're up to the last blue row. We're going to find back our blue loop and remove the chain 1. Insert our hook back right here. What we're going to do is make a slip stitch into the first stitch. Skip the second stitch and make 5 double crochet into the 3rd stitch. We're going to skip the 4th stitch and make a slip stitch in the 5th double crochet. So this forms the top of the flower petal. We're going to chain 3. Usually we've chained 2 for the last 3 blue rows, but for this one we're going to chain 3 and repeat the same process. So slip stitch into the first stitch, skip the 2nd double crochet, make 5 double crochet into the 3rd stitch, skip the 4th double crochet and make a slip stitch into the 5th double crochet. Chain 3, slip stitch into the first stitch, skip the 2nd double crochet, 5 double crochet into the 3rd one. Skip the 4th, slip stitch in the 5th. Once you went all around, chain 3, slip stitch into the first slip stitch that we did, chain 1 and pull our yarn, pull the yarn, cut it. We're done with the flower part of the square. Now we have to make the last row of the in-between stitches and the finishing of the square. We're going to take back our orange yarn, make 1 double crochet into the first double crochet, two double crochet into the middle one, and 1 double crochet into the last, so the third one. You should have 4 double crochet. Next, we're going to skip the slip stitch in the first double crochet and make 1 single crochet into the next 4 double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to skip the slip stitch and go right back into the first double crochet here to make our first double crochet, 2 double crochet into the second one, one double crochet into the last double crochet, skip the slip stitch, skip the first double crochet, and 1 single crochet into the next 4. Now that we went around, we're going to join with a slip stitch into the first double crochet. The next step is to make the corners. So we're going to chain 1, make a half double crochet into the stitch we just slip stitched in at the end of the last row, and do 1 single crochet into the next 11 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Next, we're going to make 1 half double crochet into the next stitch, 1 double crochet into the next stitch, 2 treble crochet into the next stitch, chain 1, 2 more treble into the same stitch, so you should have 4 trebles into the corner, 1 double crochet into the next stitch, 1 half double crochet into the next stitch, and 11 single crochet. 11. So repeat the same process. 1 half double crochet, 1 double crochet, 2 treble, chain 1, 2 more trebles, one double crochet, 1 half double crochet, and 11 single crochet. So that's our final corner. 1/2 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 2 trebles, chain 1, 2 more trebles, and 1 double crochet. So that's why we started by doing a half double crochet, because we ended on a double crochet, so we need to finish the corner. Join with a slip stitch. So that's the square basically. You could do more single crochet, double crochet, whatever you want to make it bigger. I'm going to show you what I do to finish the square. Chain 1, 1/2 double crochet into the stitch we just slip stitched in, and 1/2 double crochet in every stitch until we reach the chain 1 space that we did between the 2 trebles. Once we reach the chain 1 space, make 1/2 double crochet, chain 1, 1 other half double crochet, and put 1/2 double crochet in every stitch around the whole thing, repeating the same thing in the corners that we just did right here. So that's it, we're done. Thank you so much for supporting my work. If you have any questions, as per usual, my info is in the description box. Thank you.